Joining me now from Melbourne is Amantha Pereira. He's a researcher at Australia's CQ University. Amantha, thank you so much for joining us. Now, the ruling party wants to win a two-thirds majority to make changes to the constitution. What are these changes and why are they so important?
Well, the changes have not been made clear. I mean, we haven't had an announcement as to detailing what these changes are. The speculation is that some of the changes are aimed at probably undoing the amendments that were brought about in with the 19th Amendment in 2015, and the likelihood of the 19th Amendment reimposed term limits for the presidency. So there could be a lifting of those term limits. Also, the amendment also introduced commissions and the appointment of members to those commissions, where the presidential power over them was decreased. So the likelihood that these commissions or the appointment to these commissions, where the president's hold on those commissions might be reduced, will also be taken out. And I think why they have become important, according to the ruling party, is that they will give a more stable hold on power for the executive presidency to push ahead with policies as well as development and other work. And also, there is a lot of emphasis on security. And the feeling, at least among the ruling party, is that you need a strong presidency to make sure that the security in the country is not jeopardized.
But this security, it comes at what cost? I mean, just let's look at the past few months under President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. I mean, he has created several task forces, for example, that are mainly comprised of Sinhalese military and police officials. I mean, is there a danger that Sri Lanka is slowly sliding into ethnic majoritarian rule?
Well, it actually depends from which side you're looking at this. Now, with the Easter attacks, there was a demand within the country, and especially within the majority Sinhala community, for a far more stronger security leadership. And President Rajapaksa's victory was based on that. And he hasn't done anything that he did not pledge to do when he campaigned for the presidency. But on the other hand, what we are seeing is also a regression of the more wider freedoms that the country gained with the 2015 election, where you saw the Right to Information Act being introduced, press freedom increasing, and at least a semblance of investigations being taken looking into crimes and other violations that took place during the war. So in that way, yes, there is this sense that there is a de facto militarization of the public sphere in Sri Lanka. But whether that is not the popular choice, I think the jury is still out on that.
What exactly is at stake here for Sri Lanka in these elections?
Well, I think what really is at stake is a decision whether the country votes for, as you said, a more security-oriented or a more military-oriented public administration, or whether the country looks at continuing what was there in the last 5 years, where there was more civil freedoms, but also chaos in terms of the president and the prime minister not getting along. So I think that's the choice that's confronting the people right now.
We'll leave it there for the time being, but thanks so much for joining us. Amantha Pereira, researcher at Australia's CQ University.